Beautiful trees. Namma Bengaluru, Namma India. Majestic. Salute. The signal barely turns green and people start honking at the back. But it's so nice to see the, what made a beginning just with this one shop window that has grown all the way to the end of the road. Huh? Do you feel happy? निमे तंदे के बाड़ा संतोष ಆಗ್ತಿರಬಹುದು.
बॉम्बे से आपका ये देख के आए यहाँ।
अच्छा,
आपका ही देख रहे थे, हमारे को 2-3 जगह जाने के लिए। दिनों से ये खाली वीडियो देख के शॉर्ट लिस्ट कर रहा हूँ।
Hey folks, it's a Saturday morning, so I just stepped out on a short city ride. That seems to be the nature of my rides these days, but there's a reason for doing so. Today is going to be a busy Saturday, so I'm not going to the studio today, but I have a few errands to run. And I thought I'll begin my morning with this ride. So tomorrow morning I'm a little busy, so I won't be able to ride out. So I thought, let me at least take the motorcycle for a short spin in the morning. So one of the things that's been pending on the Fat Boy is to change my tires. And the problem has been for the longest time getting the right tires. There was an import restriction and then customs duty went up. So the sort of tires that I have on my Fat Boy, which are the Michelins that are made for Harley Davidson, they don't seem to be available, and even if they are, I think it's astronomically priced. You wouldn't believe what 2 tires for this motorcycle can cost me. But I need to change my tires now at some point soon, because otherwise I'm not very comfortable doing long rides, and I need to get back to doing long rides. It's about 8:20 in the morning. Actually, the traffic is a little more than I anticipated it to be, but nonetheless. It's actually 8:45 in the morning. I stepped out of home at about 8:20, I think. But then by the time I got to the motorcycle, got it ready, got my gear on, my GoPro, it's like a routine. So it takes time. And I like to do things not in a hurry. Always. On double road now, Lalbagh is behind me. Look at the way the buses are parked. There's one bus on the extreme left, another bus taking the center, and the third bus nudging the traffic on the right side of the road. My pet gripe, but I think Bengaluru's traffic, we keep cribbing about it, but a lot of it is in the manner in which we make use of the existing resources. It might not be too much to begin with, but then if you squander away whatever little you have with no regard for others on the road, then well, you will have even worse traffic situations in the days to come. Anyways, that's my gripe for the morning. Ooh, that was close, that bus and the car. Bangalore Club to my left. I think had I stepped out an hour earlier, this ride would have been perfect. The traffic would have been a lot thinner. But nonetheless, I'm happy to be out. Why do two-wheelers try to do that? Try to find whatever little gap, squeeze past cars, knock the mirrors, scratch their bodywork, the paintwork. How much ahead is he going to get? Anyways, this morning is a griping mood. Perhaps because I'm just thinking of the amount of money I need to shell out for my tires. My goodness. Lovely to find these quiet, not so busy spots even amidst all the traffic. Beautiful trees. Namma Bengaluru, Namma India. Majestic. Salute. The faithful gather at Koshi is waiting for it to open in a few minutes from now, 9. Quite tempted to stop at Koshi for a coffee, but I haven't had too much of a ride yet. I've only done 7.7 kilometers from home thus far. Bengaluru is certainly getting warm. Today is the 4th of March and you can certainly feel that summer is setting in. I see so many of these electric scooters and quite tempted to ride one of them. There's the Ola, it looks a bit like a big toy. Interesting. The contrast, a monster engine and electric. I'm certainly tempted to try electric, one of these electric scooters. They look rather appealing to me. Not that I have a need for it, but you know, just to ride around, putter around a bit. But the challenge is that when motorcycling or riding on a two-wheeler is not your primary transport, it's difficult to ride both motorcycles, ride more than one motorcycle if you have, that's the challenge that I was facing with my Himalayan and my Fat Boy. Very difficult. And at the end of the day you just feel like you're keeping the motorcycle there, just you're only doing enough to keep it ready for rides, that's it, but you're not riding. So I said, what's the point? And of course the Fat Boy is an icon, so I don't mind doing that with the Fat Boy as long as I possibly can in between the rides that I hope to do. But doing that with the Himalayan 2 was becoming a bit of a chore, and therefore I decided to let go. The signal barely turns green and people start honking at the back. What's the point? ITC Windsor Bridge. So I'm riding towards Sankey Tank, Malleswaram today. I try and pick this route, pick a route where I don't think there's going to be too much road work, etc. for these city rides. At least that's the intent. And if I can score a cup of coffee somewhere along the way, that's great. Love these yellow blooms. Namma Bengaluru. Please, please, please preserve this beautiful greenery that we have, all these trees. Such a tragedy, such a shame if we were to lose all that. Progress is important, but can't we find a way where progress and nature can coexist? I don't think it's entirely utopian, the idea of it. It takes will and a long-term sort of a vision. Even if you're just puttering around at about 40, 50 and you get an open stretch, that's all you need. Nothing more. You don't need to be going fast to enjoy your ride. On the contrary, if you're going fast, it's a little more stressful, I feel. Because you're not at ease, you're not relaxing. Let me try and see if I can get a cup of coffee somewhere. Let's spot an old favorite. Should I try it? Why not? Well, we are at the iconic Veena stores in Malleswaram. Everybody's enjoying their tindi inside, outside, and I'm also trying to score a cup of coffee in the midst of all that. Thanks to my friend there, Pradeep Suryanarayan. You were saying about Veena stores, people have the idli to consume the chutney. Hi.
Hi. How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, doing good. Yeah, we watch your vlogs actually.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, we like it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Selfie with you?
Yeah, sure. Baki hello. So I'm with my very good friend Mr. Pradeep Suryanarayan. You've seen him many times on Food Lovers TV. Thank you for this cup of coffee. So ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಪ್ರದೀಪ್. So ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಈಗ?
Family crowd are coming more, and the elder people, before they wouldn't stand and eat, they are coming back now.
Wonderful. But it's so nice to see the, what made a beginning just with this one shop window that has grown all the way to the end of the road. Do you feel happy? ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು.
Very happy.
Pradeep was just telling me, he says, now that we have 4 stores, I don't know how we managed with one store.
45 years.
For 45 years. But now we've got 4 stores. When you grow, then you realize, aವಾಗ ಹೇಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ? How did we manage, right?
Old customers, they are now coming back. ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು they are not coming. Now they are coming back.
लोग बॉम्बे से आपका ये देख के आए यहाँ पर।
अच्छा,
आपका ही देख रहे थे, हमारे को 2-3 जगह जाने के लिए।
क्या नाम है आपका सर?
मेरा नाम किशन गुप्ता।
किशन गुप्ता,
मैं आया
नमस्ते।
बॉम्बे से। नमस्ते। आपका भी देखा ना चेहरा, और मैंने कहा ये आपका ही लिस्ट बनाया हुआ है।
आप
यहाँ जाना है।
आप करेक्ट जगह पे आए हो सर।
हाँ।
और कहाँ जा रहे हो आप?
मैं अभी यहाँ से वो CTR ब्राह्मण्स कॉफी आपके ही था ना उसमें,
करेक्ट।
तो वहाँ पर वो पूरा लिस्ट मैंने डाउनलोड कर वही जगह पे जाना है मेरे को। आई एम सो ग्रेटफुल कि मैं आपसे मिला।
मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई आपसे मिलकर।
बहुत आपको देख के आया, दौड़ के आ रहे हो। मैंने कहा ये तो कृपाल की वो है, वो
वेरी नाइस,
वो है।
वंडरफुल। कैसा लगा आपको इडली?
आपके ब्लॉग तो अभी कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, कोई
ये ओनर है प्रदीप जी।
अच्छा हो।
इनके फादर ने शुरू किया था ये 40 साल पहले।
वो दिनों से ये खाली वीडियो देख के शॉर्ट लिस्ट कर रहा हूँ।
Wonderful to be here and make this stop. The motorcycle is parked there on the street. I don't think it's supposed to be parked there, but then I couldn't resist this Veena's Toast coffee. Quite tempted to have the idli as well, but I'm in the midst of my intermittent fast, so I'm not going to have any. But nice to see the buzz, soak up the energy, the happiness on people's face as they tuck into their idli, vade. So I know when I come on a city ride to Malleswaram, I can always stop here and bother Pradeep for a cup of coffee. This is Veena's Toast coffee.
Bachelor days.
Oh, bachelor days, okay. Ah, nice. I think that's the sort of relationship that you tend to build with a place over a period of time. No?
Actually, today I come from Electronic City.
Ah,
20 kilometers to have.
wonderful. Wonderful. 20 kilometers to have the idli. Ah. ಇದು ಚಟ್ನಿ ಪರಿಮಳ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ, ಬಹಳ ಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇದು ನೋಡಿ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಸೂನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಪ್ರದೀಪ್.
Manjunath Donte, we are from Gulbarga.
I am Yogesh. I am from Gulbarga. We both are schoolmates.
Schoolmates.
Yeah.
So what?
Sir, we are also regular viewers of you. My son Karthik loves you.
Okay, hi Karthik. So Gulbarga ನಾನು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. I'll come. Send me a list on Instagram.
We surely will. We'll let you know the places for breakfast, lunch, dinner, all places.
ಜೋಳದ ರೊಟ್ಟಿ.
Yes, yes.
ಜೋಳದ ರೊಟ್ಟಿ ಊಟ.
And spicy food also.
And spicy food. Gulbarga is very very spicy. I'll be sweating buckets at the back of my head. Namaskara.
Namaskar. We went to CTR and that was full pack.
Full back.
So we came here.
Thank you very much. Thank you. See you. See you. That was a wonderful stop here in Malleswaram, Veena stores. A little longer than I expected it to be. Met a lot of people who were fans of the show. People from Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai. So I love interacting with people. You know, as a creator, I feed a lot on the energy that I receive from our viewers, and that is so important to me. Because when you meet them, you know what they're thinking of the show, you know what they like. Of course, very few people tell me what they don't like. Most people talk about things they like, but the fact that you're making a connection to them, that feels so good. The satisfaction that one receives doing this show is absolutely priceless. The happiness that it brings to viewers, the fact that people travel from one city to another using our videos as a reference. A list, the gentleman from Mumbai had a list of 7 places that he wanted to go to. Veena stores, CTR, Vidyarthi Bhavan, Brahmin's Cafe, coffee bar. Feels so good. And also the impact that through our viewers we have on businesses. Just yesterday I received a call from my friend Chef Amit Vadhavan. You may have already seen a post on our social media. After releasing the video on his jams preserves, supernatural jams preserves, well, he was sold out completely. And so much so that they've stopped taking fresh orders for a few days. They've never witnessed the kind of traffic that the website received. They were sold out of all stocks on Amazon. And I think it's deeply gratifying, deeply satisfying to be able to tell stories that have that impact. So I'm extremely thankful to our viewers, of course, thankful for all the stories that I come across that can be told, and I think most importantly, I think to the Almighty. I think we all have certain talents, certain gifts that we have been blessed with. Sometimes it takes time to find out or to discover that ourselves, and how that can be used to impact humanity. Beautiful Sankey tank. I think discovering those talents or discovering those gifts that you have been blessed with itself is a journey, and then about how you can use those gifts to impact others. I think if you're able to do that, I think that is deeply satisfying. I've been in the workspace now for about 29 years, but I think the joy, the satisfaction, the contentment that I've derived in the last 3 years of doing Gourmet on the Road, the show that we do, and the impact that it has on our viewers, on the businesses that we feature, on society at large, I think there's nothing that's been as gratifying, as satisfying as that. So just a couple of days ago, I was shooting a street food episode featuring this couple who went through some very difficult times. During the pandemic, the husband lost his vocation, his profession or his business, small trade, and they literally had nothing. And so the wife would then cook some food at home. She would do these rice items, as she said, bisi bele baat, kara baat, etc. And people would order and she would sell it. The husband would go out to deliver. And when she got a bit of courage, she decided to do this street food business. Very nice. You'll see that in our upcoming episode on Gourmet on the Road. Very clean, very hygienically done. And it's been about 2 years since she began that enterprise. And so she and her husband, it's a 2-member team. They work hard. On weekends, when they get a little busier, even their daughters join in. So the other day as I was shooting there, their daughters told me that it has been their mother's dream ever since she opened this to get me to visit their store, taste their food. Now mind you, they've been open for about 2 years already, and so they've met with some success. But still, she believes that if we visit and tell her story, things will transform for her and her family. I think that's what I feel most content about. That's what I feel most happy about in all that we do. I think, everything else is fine, right? Your fame, popularity, if you're able to make some money. But I think the joy that you receive, the contentment that you receive, the happiness, the sense of fulfillment that you receive when you're able to transform someone else's life, I'm so grateful. So I think it's time to close this vlog right here. I hope you enjoyed this city ride and the coffee at Veena stores. If you did, give this vlog a big thumbs up. If you'd like to share it with friends and family, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do subscribe. It really helps the work that we do and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.